All right, Libra, let's go ahead and get started. Olodumare, Father, Mother God, we bind, reveal, rebuke, and destroy all demonic energies, entities, and auras in all dimensions, in all realms, in all realities, in all aspects of life, for the highest good of all, in life, light, love, divinity, purity, prosperity, and protection. Ashe. Yo, y'all, Leo had me about to, I just did their reading. Almost had me in my feelings over here. I am emotional though. I'm a very emotional person. I am. Like when I was a stud, I don't know what the hell it's called now. Like I would tell people like, look, I know I got a deep voice. Yes, I like wearing boy clothes. I didn't like wearing dresses because I couldn't play with my cousins. And most of my cousins were boys. And I want to climb trees. I want to play basketball. You can't wear a dress and do that. Especially when you get out of church. Like, you can't do that. You know? I wanted to play. I want to play tag. I want to roll around in the grass. Damn it. Shit. Now in my 40s, I'm like, okay, let me embrace my feminine side. Externally, because I've always had it internally, so that people be like, well, no, you're supposed to act like this and act like this. I'm like, but that's not me. Like, I'm the person that see a baby or a puppy like, oh my God. Yes, that's me all day, always have been. And now just my external side is just about to match my outside. All right. Excuse the side note, but look, I don't know where that came from, but hey. All right, Father, Mother God, send our spirit team to the light and the light only that you have, and allow your will to be done on earth as it is in heaven. What's the overall message for Libra? Because it is true. It is for real, though. People really don't realize, like, yes, I'm a girl. And some people do. I'm not going to say some people do. Some people actually see me for me. And then there's some people that look and they're like, and I hear their whispers and everything, and I just ignore it. It used to bother me when I first started dressing like a girl in January. Yes, this year. But no, not anymore. I was like, well, they have a problem with it. They have a problem with that shit. You can't say nothing that these kids in school hasn't already said. Ask your soul. Oh, this is a beautiful card. I've never got this before. Ask your soul. A lot of healing. Your root chakra, third eye. Like you are truly aligned. So yes, whatever questions it is that you have, ask your soul, ask your spirit. It will answer. It will be revealed. You are one with your higher self. You are one with your spirit guides, with your spirit team. You can tap into information and knowledge. It is there. All you got to do is ask. All you have to do is ask. And you have been. You have been. And that was the first step to a place of balance for you. For those that already know, you already know. All you gotta do is ask your soul. And that's exactly what you've been doing. For those that don't know, ask your soul. It'll reveal. Take that time out to develop that personal relationship with your higher self, with your soul. Because your soul knows so much. It's just our 3D brain and existence that has to catch up. But that's going to bring a spiritual completion. Or it has. What's going on with Libra? Yeah, ask your soul. You in the 5 of Cups? Ask your soul. Oh, shit. At least, okay, because Leo, I'm not going to lie. I was like, I don't even know if I could read these cards for Leo. It was so much going on. You know, you might have Leo in your chart because that's coming up. And so there's a reason why that's coming up. You might have found it very hard to be able to get readings. People were not able to do readings on you. Or even if they did, like, you could tell what parts were for you and what parts weren't. You could tell what parts was your energy and what parts was coming from, you know, energies around you. Ooh, crown chakra tingling. Yeah, have discernment. You've developed discernment. You were dealing with some toxicity. Magician in reverse, the Emperor in reverse. Then you have the Page of Swords, the Palace of Swords, and the Two of Coins and the Hangman. This manipulative ass energy, the Magician and the Emperor in reverse. They wanted you trapped in the Five of Cups. I mean, stuck. They wanted that for your whole life. Because when you couldn't connect on the emotional level, then you can't manifest. And you can't be an emperor. They wanted you to be manipulative. And there's a cricket. There's a cricket came into my house. I'm looking right at it. I heard a little. I'm like, what is that? I thought it was my pop. Yes, I say pop. I'm from North U.S. We say pop. I know y'all down south say soda, but it's pop. Look up the spiritual meaning of a cricket. Like, it's really just chilling. It's really just chilling here. But you knew that wasn't true. Okay, yeah, definitely look at the Leo reading because there's some connection. Find out where Libra and Leo is in your chart because this does not have you big, your sun, moon, and your rising. We got so many places in our chart. Find out where your Libra is. Find out where the sun is. Find out, you know, where yeah. Your Venus. Ooh, to those. Because there's something with your Venus. Something with regarding your 7th house. Fool. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to manifest. You wouldn't take any risks. But you cut that out. You said, oh no. Oh no. And you didn't just bring a sword. You brought the whole palace. The whole palace came. And that allows you to balance and really stand in your truth. And say, you know what? Yes, I can. I will be happy. I will keep going. You made changes physically in your life. And yeah, when you had to cut that out, you thought that your ships were not going to come in. But it put you in a hangman, when you cut this out. Ooh. Ankle itching? Sorry. You gave it, just like you gave it to God. He was like, you know what, I'm going to let go and let God. With your 3D life. And you went into a hangman where you were sitting and contemplating and allowed this confusion because, okay, he's doing that on purpose. Like, he's sitting there. That takes some strength to do what he doing. A headstand, I can't do a headstand. But even when you flip it up, like, he's sitting on top of the mechanisms and could just see, like, over and through it all. But he still can see it through it all, even when he's in the bottom. And that's what you do. You ask your soul, when things happen, you take that time to reflect, to get the answers, to get the awareness that you needed so that you can move forward. But they did not want you to move forward. They wanted you to not take this leap of faith because they knew you was going to end up in the Page of Cups, and really want you to be happy with the bare minimum so your ships wouldn't come in. But because you let go and you let God take control of your physical life, the worries, the burdens, and the things, and he's like, you know what, if it's for me, let it come to me. You got the tree of life. And it brought you out of that lack mentality, brought you out of that scarcity, being able to really have that strength to go inside, and even when things are bad, being able to pray and connect with your spirit guides, with your soul tribe, being able to meditate and gain that insight, that awareness to, okay, what is really going on? What is really going on? There's something deeper taking place. Oh, you fought that. Yep. See? You fought that. You came right up out of that. You had the strength. You was like, you know what? I'm going to fight. I'm going to take on all of these energies. Once you gain that clarity and you realize, oh, a scarcity mindset? Oh, people trying to give me the bare minimum? They want me out here begging? Now you have the peace. A peace that surpasses all understanding. You stood up for yourself. You protected yourself. Y'all check out the astrology news that's up, because there is a lot of... This week is going to be intense, but so beautiful. So beautiful with the outcome. And yeah, you had to start all over, but you had to start all over due to what was going on, what was taking place. But you got the passion. You have the fury, the dedication. Light 'em up on fire. My souls know what you did in the dark. So light 'em up, light 'em up. Hey! I'm on fire! Who that? Fall Out Boys. Yeah! You like, look. Oh, cutting that out, you was like, you are not biting your tongue at all. You speaking your mind, you're saying your truth, you're doing what you want to do. Why? Because you're the queen. Who can tell the queen, besides your soul? Who's going to tell the queen what to do, what to say, how to act, how to behave? What's going on with this Empress in reverse? So yeah, maybe this is the image that people are seeing of you. Like, oh, well, that's the Empress in reverse. No, you can't, because you're not biting your tongue. You're saying what it is that you want to say, and oh, that's not ladylike. Oh, you shouldn't do that. Oh, you shouldn't do this. Oh. And then also there was a masculine energy and a feminine energy. And yeah, maybe even you got to a point where you was like, you know what? I don't care. I just don't. Sometimes you have to be that for a while. But Page of Swords and the Star in reverse. Nope, this Empress wanted you. Oh, so there's a warning coming through. So now that you have found alignment, you have found balance, and you let go and you have let God. There was someone that decided to come in thinking like, oh, okay, so you let go and you let God. Let me go ahead and do some stuff. Let me go ahead and do some stuff. They really, they wanted to take your they wanted you to the Page of Swords. They thought you was really about to do the go off on them with that. And they just completely lost it. Completely lost it and lost their damn mind. Because this is a star reversal. Yeah, this was someone that used to be seen as a star, that used to be able to really be in alignment. And the fact that you are, and they're in a state of confusion, they're not happy about it. You've been able to come into that gate, allow them to be in a state of illusion and chaos and just completely lose it. The Page of Swords, they got some childhood wounds. And they're in a state of confusion where they can't even fight it. They can't. They can't even fight it. Make sure y'all can see those cards. They can't. They have to go through a rebirth and a transformation. They have to go through a rebirth and a transformation. Because the first they use your magic and their mind. So now I'm picking up on energies. Then they try to do it out of a space of emotions. Thinking that you were going to be the one to really be off balance. People using birth charts again. Why? Why? The Tree of Life also can represent, you know, it's like a pathway in the Kabbalah with the K. It's like a path. You know, it's a guide. And it's a combination of astrology and tarot and the archangels and numerology. They did not like seeing you as a star. They used to be the star, and they felt on top of the world. They used to be really abundant. But at some point in time, they lost their way. And this could even be you. You lost your way. And then you had to be, you know, maybe, you know, you were the Queen of Swords. You was like, you know, I just don't give a fuck anymore. There's balance. You have to go over to that dark side to then go back to the light and then go back to the dark until you're able to be in the balance. Like, I forgot who shared this with me, but it's like driving a car. You know, when you're driving a car, you just don't hold the steering wheel just perfectly straight. No, you're going to move it from side to side until you know, to be able to go on that straight path, on that straight and narrow. Yeah, you got to be able to dive into your shadow side. So even if this is you, you know, maybe because of a heartbreak and a heartache, you it was just like, I don't give a fuck. And you, man, at the time, you truly did not realize that that's what was going on. You just felt like you needed to protect yourself, be in a state of protection. Because, you know, you were finally being where it is that you needed to be. You weren't going to take any chances on those shit. You know, in love, in business, in work, in your materials, you know, because you know what it felt like to be outside. You was like, hell no, we're not going back to that. So you won't fight to stand in your damn truth. But, you know, you have to. Yeah. People just don't wake up and be like, oh, this is shit that people don't want to share. Awakening is not all butterflies and rainbows. I thought it was. Yes, at first it's like, oh, this is the coolest shit ever. And you want to share it with anyone and everyone. And then you realize the dark side of it. You're like, damn, this got a dark side too. This got some negativity too. I just like this shit. I was thinking I finally made it. You sitting up here telling me I got to deal with bullshit now too. But on a whole different level, on a soul level. Because it's now, I'm awakened, so now everything is spiritual. Yeah. And then that caused the rebirth and transformation, which is growth, which is a beautiful thing. You know, these demons think that they be coming to still kill and destroy. But there are times where they end up helping us and they don't know it. You know, you got to be able to go and face that to be able to heal it, to get over it, to move past it. You know, getting demon hunters. Like the one girl, she had patterns, right? But she was a demon hunter. But she had patterns. I done been there. I had a time, so I was like, you know what? After heartbreak, I just don't care. I'm gonna be a player. I ain't gonna look, man. Them. Yeah, I cuss over here, but that's a little too vulgar. Yeah, like homies over. You know, yeah, like I got hope. I got in different area codes. You know, like. But could I bring myself to it? No. I'm too emotional, and I love love, and I really do believe in Disney movies. But I wanted to. And I embraced that energy with myself. But could I actually? No. And sure, sometimes you know you have to. You have to. That energy has to go somewhere. So it's better to be able to acknowledge it, recognize it, embrace it for that moment, and then release it. You know, it's like being angry. If you're angry, shit, go listen to some Bone Thugs and Harmony or something. You know, some DMX real quick, fast, in a hurry. Some Eminem, you know. You know, some little Marilyn Manson if you have to, you know. Sweet dreams are made of these. Okay. But yeah, you know, to be able to release it. Do what it is that you gotta do. So you had the high priestess. Oh, teaches art and science, know the secret thoughts of all and can change them. Causes love, shows visions of the world. Yeah, check out Leo's reading. Yeah. Yeah, because of love, man. Love will have you do that way. Love will have you be that way. The Hierophant. They wanted you to be the magician and the emperor and the empress all in reverse because they did not want you to go through this rebirth and transformation that you went through. It teaches astrology, the virtues, and then what? People using the birth charts, and they know your birth charts. Oh, demons know your birth chart. They do. They know it just like God know it. They do. And those are different. Check out the astrology information for this week. It's on my shorts, the astrology news. Check that out because I believe Leviathan came out and Mammon, two demons that go intrinsically in with the cycles on, I forgot what days it is. Check that out. Because Leviathan is the one demon that cannot be exorcised. Leviathan's not even in this deck because you can't exorcise him out. That is something that affects your heart space and only you can heal it. But you went through that rebirth and transformation, so you can, but there might be some remnants of it left, which is okay. We all here to grow and learn. Ain't none of we constantly healing. We're constantly healing and facing our shadows and integrating them. Ain't nobody up in this perfect. Teaches astrology, the virtues of the stars and the houses of the planets, and how to understand them. Transform men with dignities, finds favor with friends and foes. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and cross you on. That's the Hierophant. And then the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, they want you to be able to use your intuition and your insights on a spiritual level to be able to manifest your abundance, but in a negative way. And just to manifest abundance, you don't use your gifts for purely abundance. You ask your soul and you align with what your calling is. What your calling is, not for money. Is it he who gains all the world loses his soul? Yeah, that's exactly what they wanted you to do. Because of heartbreak and love, that's exactly what they wanted you to do. Nine of Pentacles. That was Dantalion, Orias, the Karariba. It teaches the virtues of herbs and stones, make birds appear and behave as behave as though tame. Yeah, check out the spiritual meaning of that cricket. Check out the spiritual meaning of that cricket. That's all I'm gonna say right there. Check out the spiritual man of the cricket. Oh, you had to really, really, because if it wasn't for this rebirth and transformation, you wouldn't be able to see through a lot of shit. Whatever it was that stopped you, you've been able to release it in a way. And what angels do we have? Oh, we're about to dive a little bit deeper to find out why, what was going on with these angels here. Because, I mean, with these demons here. We're going to do it with these angels. Yes, we are. Okay. Tugoza. And they're waking up. This is some things that your ancestors had to deal with. Some past life shit. They weren't able to, but you have. Oh. It came out. Ah, that's my boy right there. Ah, look. In the show, he was dope. Smart ass. Smart as hell. Oh no. Oh no. You took that balance. You took them swords. You was like, you know what? Let me balance myself. You took them swords up out of you. You realize you had 2 cups behind you and then Scorpio transformation. I never knew that was on there. You realize those 2, see that those 2 cups ended up over here as 2 pentacles. And you did your research. You didn't listen to what people were saying. You did your own research. You asked your soul. You consulted your spirit guides. And the 10 of bones. That's the boy from the show, ain't it though? Yeah. You were protected. You confronted your spirit guides. You really took time to really contemplate, to really see what was going on. And that's exactly what he's doing. Like, he's really, even though he wanted to start the apocalypse, he knew it wasn't God's plan. So he really took time to be like, okay, God, well then, what am I doing here? He was in a deep conflict with trying to save everybody and help everybody, and yet also having to fight the war on Earth, because at this time the demons were out trying to unlock the seals to let Lucifer's ass out, and he's trying to fight that shit. And Dean got his ass stuck in the damn behind damn bars with his ass. And he's trying to, convince Dean, like, man, let me just, use your body real quick, fast in a hurry, so we can just defeat Lucifer. And he's fighting the damn battle in heaven. So the man is stressed. But he took his time out, and he went and consulted God. Ask your soul, because God speaks to us through our souls. Olo Damare speaks to us through our souls. The king of pentagrams. This dude, he be making all types of big deals. They wanted you to be in a state where you were going to make a bad deal. Check out Leo, please. The hangman in reverse. See? Look. And then he ended up, he was like, no, we're not going to do that. And then the 4 of bones had that balance. And the hangman came out in reverse. He's like, we are not confused. We are going to take this sword. We're going to keep fighting because we can see it. They are really trying to hope that people aren't going to do their own research. And then you have the Knight of Bones. You moving with a purpose, with a passion, with a desire, because you know that you're protected. They really are trying to confuse people, and you're here to help stop them because you've been there. You understand what it is to be on both the dark and the light, because you really have integrated your light with your shadow side. And you're on your path because of transformation. Let's get some clarity. Can we have clarity on this death? and rebirth and transformation. You have Archangel Uriel around you. The tower. Yeah, the tower came down on that. The fire of God. Disruption. Worms of disaster. AIDS and transformation. See? And what we about to clarify. Six of Wands. Sihaya. God who took evil. Longevity. Protects against infirmities. Mm-hmm. We're going to say Nehemiah. I know that's not how you fully pronounce your name, but that's as close as I'm going to get. The Seven of Pentacles. Hard work. The lovely God. Discernment. General prosperity. The deliverance of prisoners. They wanted you stuck. And what did we just get done talking about? They wanted you in there. Check out Leo. Check out Leo. Because Lucifer came out in Leo. This is just another form. So we have the Six of Candles. This is clarifying this death and rebirth. The Six of Chalices, Jesus and the children. When Jesus saw this, he was indignant. He said to them, "Let the children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these." Mark 10:14. The Six of Candles, the fall of Jericho. God said, you know what, we got you. We will protect you. We see your innocence. We see that, you know, all you wanted was some love. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on over here, baby. Come on over here. The Six of Candles, the fall of Jericho. When the trumpet sounded, the army shouted. And at the sound of the trumpet, when the men gave a loud shout, the wall collapsed. So everyone charged straight in, and they took the city. Look. And then there it is. And that's what they're trying to stop. This birth and transformation, you broke down the walls of Jericho. Fall down. The walls of Jericho. I can't sing, but y'all know Nico Jericho. There you go. You broke down your own walls of Jericho, the things that was holding you back from that heartache and the pain, and we broke that down through that death and rebirth and that transformation that you had going on. That tower knocked it all down. All the illusions, all the lies, all the deceit through your birth chart and astrology and astronomy and herbs, and people was really doing some shit they had no business doing. And it was the magician and the emperor and the empress in reverse, trying to manipulate your mind and your emotions so that you can be and manifest. Yeah. Queen of Candles, Deborah, prophetess and leader. Now Deborah, a prophetess, the wife of was leading Israel at that time. And you a woman? Oh, they definitely don't want you to be in charge. They really don't. They really don't. Especially the external world. The external world is going to, okay. So look, real quick, fast in a hurry before we get into this. And it's 33. It was 33:33 on the timer exactly when I had looked at it to see how long this was. Oh, okay. So when you go to your charts, right, and you get your charts online, and you're thinking like that's your full chart. When you put in your information and you give you the little things and that's it. No, that is not your whole chart. I'm going to come out with a video where I screen record my phone. We're going to go to Astro Charts, and I'm going to show you where to plug in all the missing information that they call the minor aspects. But, it's not important of those asteroids. Well, they don't really count. All those lies and all that shit. No, they count and they matter. Like you have the four goddesses of the asteroids. You have Pallas, Juno, Vesta, and Ceres. Vesta is your soul flame, your fire, the fire of literally your purpose on Earth. Like these four planets reveals a lot of information around your gifts, skills, talents, and abilities in your birth chart. And they be lying about it. They be, it's not important. Yeah, hell yes, it is important. That's why they don't want y'all to know your birth times. But okay, bring it back in. 10 of grains. This is like the 10 of pentacles. God's promise to Abraham. All the land that you see, I will give to you and your offspring forever. Please go to Leo. Please go to Leo. Because somehow y'all connected. Or check with you. I mean, you know where Leo is in your chart. You might be connected to Leo. I don't know. But you know, Leo is all about leadership. They got leadership as well. So with Libra and Leo, so you have Venus and the Sun, you have balance in the scales with your leadership and everything to be able, like, it's just, it's cohesive. It's cohesive. All right. That's good. Yeah, outro. It is cohesive. Please check out Leo. Ooh. Clarity. Planning, releasing illusions. See? Telepathy. Transmission, perception, communication. All right, yeah. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. Till next time, don't forget to check out Leo. Peace.